Hey y'all, hey! Welcome back to my page, y'all. Welcome to the replay. Come on in. I hope you're doing well. If you don't see a red box right there, you're catching the replay. No big deal. Let's get started. We are going to paint our Easter gnome, our little gnome bunny, whatever it's called. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So when you get here, comment the word gnome. That is going to be the word that's going to get you all of the details. So let me know where you're watching from, and we need to name this little fella. Hi, Rach. All right, so gnome is the key word. Let me get this set up for y'all. When you get here, make sure you comment !notify. Oh Lord, I about sent somebody a message. !notify. So that you get notified whenever we go live. Let me grab this wax paper. And let's make our, I don't even know the name of this, y'all. Easter gnome bunny? I don't know. It's on Etsy. I just had it, but I forgot it. Hi, Deb and Kimberly and Donna Jo. What's up, my friends? Tina Long? Mwah. Sally Smith and Deb and holy cow, Mary. Oh my gosh, look at all these names. I miss so many people and I can't go back up. So let me show you. I think we might use these. I recently purchased these. These are called foam sticks. They're on our Amazon store. And, you know, some of my projects, my wood cutout projects are really, they have some small pieces. So I've been using these. And these are pretty decent sized. Like this is 1/2 inch, but this, I may use it, so I'll show you. But anyways, I added these to our Amazon store. And then of course these are on there, which are the makeup sponges, because I was out, y'all. I was out. So let me open these up. Okay, I'm not supposed to use my transfer trimmer for that. Where are my regular scissors? Here we go. Okay, so I'm going to need some of these for sure. So what I like to do is just take kind of like a chunk off of the, whatever this is, the bundle. And then I just store these over here in one of my cubbies. So I know that that's where they belong. Yeah. Okay, so I am going to first, I'm going to do this because last time I painted one of these gnomes, I did not paint enough. So that goes there. So let me show you. I just noticed this. I did not know that. See that little bitty tail? It's like his tailbone. Okay, that is going to go right along with the bottom of the beard. Okay, so if you like gnomes, let me know. So I'm pretty sure that's how it's going to work. So what I'm going to do next is I'm going to grab a pencil. And please, please, please let there be a pencil in this drawer. If not, we may have to use a pen. I spy a pencil. Thanks, Kimberly. Oh no, Kimberly. Well, I hope you have a speedy recovery. Okay, so I am going to actually trace some of this so that I know I am painting enough of the area, basically. Okay. Should I go? I don't need to worry about that. Okay. Here we go, y'all. So this is what we have. So I basically traced it. Can y'all see that right there? Okay, so let me scoot this back. Honestly, Milena, they're not really my thing either. However, these gnomes that Zach cuts, I think are pretty darn cute. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to paint the back of this in teal. Well, I say the back, like we're going to have little shoes that go right here, and you're going to see some of the back. So I'm just going to make sure that I have plenty of paste. We're using paste tonight to paint with. Covered in the areas where they're not going to have something like another layer of cutouts, if that makes sense. Because like his shoes are not going to go all the way down to the bottom. So I'm just going to be smart about this, y'all. I'm going to be smart. So basically like that, okay? Cheryl, it's pretty awesome, isn't it? Okay, I think I'm done with that for right now. So then what we're going to do is we are going to come over here. I'm going to grab my white, and we are going to paint everything that needs to be painted in bright white, which not this entire ear needs to be painted, but I'm just going to paint the whole darn thing because I can. Okay, so I'm going to make sure I don't have any sponge strokes there, but we're going to have little bunny ears that go on top of this. This is on Etsy, y'all, so if you want to snag this, we even have, I don't know if you can see him, he's way up there. We have a leprechaun one. We have a Thanksgiving gnome, a Santa gnome. I think that's all. I mean, there's a lot of stuff on Etsy, but as far as similar gnomes, that's what we got. Okay, so those are the ears. Now I'm going to hop over here. Get it? Hop like the bunny. I'm going to hop over here and we're going to paint, like this is an egg. This is like an eggshell that's cracked. So I'm going to, good grief, just stay on the tape already. I'm going to paint the eggshell in white. And then I'm going to paint this little guy. Pretty sure it's like a daisy. It's going to go on the, like, hat by the ears. Then we've got his eyeballs. And then we've got this big old beard. Because, you know, our gnomes have big old beards. So I'm just going to slap a bunch of paste on here. What I want to avoid painting with the paste is the paste getting dry. Like I want a good thick coat here on my beard. And then of course we'll just let it dry. So now that I've got it covered, I'm going to go back over it and just make sure I pick up all of that excess. And I had a lot there on the edge. What's new? That's kind of my thing. Okay, so once this dries, we might need to add another coat. But for right now, actually, I already see it here on our eggshell. We definitely need more. There, okay. Okay, so that's really done. I'm going to paint the ears in peony. I know a lot of people do, Kim. A lot of people like gnomes. I'm not really a fan, but I like them. These. Donna, I'm so glad. So can y'all tell me if the keyword is working tonight? There must have been some issues yesterday. Comment gnome, check your messenger. Make sure you guys hit the heart button. Sprinkle this video out. We would so appreciate it if you would help us out. Tag a friend. I don't know. Tell your friend about us. Okay, so those are his little bunny ears. Not quite sure I'll need a second coat of that or not, so I'm just going to set this aside for now. Everything's painted on there. Now I'm going to take Marvelous, which is like another kind of pinkish color. Rach, we are making like an Easter gnome. Something Zach threw together for me. Okay, so I want his hands to be like that. Okay, so I'm going to take Marvelous. I hope you guys can see. We're going to paint these. These are going to be his little feet. This is going to be cute. It's going to be the bottoms of his feet. And that way, we have like an offset color. It's not working, Deb. It's there. It's turned on, I promise you. Okay, well, I'll have to mess with it. All right, so those are his like little toes. Then we've got his other side. It's not working. Rach, are you here? Thank you. Okay. Marvelous. We're using Marvelous because it's marvelous. Let's go in. This is like the brim of the hat, I think. And y'all, I am a very sloppy painter when it comes to these sponges. Just saying. Like, don't even judge, okay? Because I am very sloppy when it comes to them. Lots and lots. It works. It's spelled right. Gnome. Okay. Thanks, Cheryl. Hot mess technique. Okay, so let me show you. This is what I absolutely love to use for what, like a skin color. My choice, Sun-Kissed Peach. So I am going to, what are we going to do? Let's use, no, we don't need to use that yet. Let's put this on here. Oh, good grief. Do not come out the sides. Did I do it? Yes. Okay. So I just kind of tip that over and put some of this on the sponge. Now, do I recommend that at home? Probably not, because I got really lucky that it didn't come pouring out the sides. But y'all just put it like on a little plate, or even use a paint brush. Because why not? We've all got paint brushes, right? So we're going to do the hands and the nose in this same color. It is Sun-Kissed Peach Apple Barrel Matte Acrylic Paint. I typically don't use acrylics, but this is my go-to color for my skin on my projects. Okay, so let's do one more coat of his nose. I think the nose of a gnome is probably the most important thing, don't you think? Okay, let's close this up. Let's put this aside. Hey, everyone. I know my mom said I'm burnt, yes. Y'all, it's really hot here. I mean, just saying. Okay, so we're going to go in and do some Bumblebee. So this is our brightest yellow. And it is going to be stinking cute, I think, for our little chick. So my Bumblebee is kind of down to the bottom of the jar. And if your paste is ever like on the dry side, all you need to do is add some distilled water into your jar and stir it around, and you will bring it back to life. Because you want to get it to like a consistency that's like sour cream, yogurt-like. This one I did have to doctor up before I hopped on here just because it was exactly how I am explaining. It was the opposite. It was not that. So I am not painting this nicely because there are layers of cutouts that go on top of this little chick. So it's nothing fancy. Okay. All right. Yellow, yellow. And really, what do we have left? We just have the little feet. And those are going to be in Storm. Hi, Jacqueline. How are you? Oh, yes, Melina. In my opinion, acrylic, okay, the paste does wonders as far as coats when it comes to the comparison of acrylic versus our paste. Acrylic to me, and maybe it's just me, y'all, I don't use it a whole lot, so maybe I'm just, I don't know, maybe I don't practice enough with acrylic. I know lots of people that use acrylic on the 1/8" MDF, but I just feel like the MDF soaks up the acrylic, like really bad. Again, maybe it's just me, but I prefer to either use chalk paint or chalk paste. But again, that's just my opinion. Some others here, what do y'all think? Do you prefer acrylic or chalk paste to paint with? Okay, I have a green and I have a beak. All right, so let me check to make sure. Let me see. Hold on. Okay, I don't think we need any more coats on this. Green. Okay, so I'm going to use one of the new ones. Chalk for sure. Yes. Yeah, of course. Are you getting ready for your Jamaica trip, Carrie? I am. Thanks, Deb. I saw that. What do you do about small lumps in the paste? Oh, goodness. Mix it really well. Now, I have in the past, like way back in the day, like very, very beginning of my chalk days, when the paste was not as creamy and dreamy as it is now, I would actually take it and put it into like a glass bowl, call me crazy, and put it in the microwave for 10 seconds at a time, and it would bring it back to life. So 10 seconds in the microwave, take it out, stir it, put it back in, stir it, let it cool off. Like it was a process, but that helped. Hopefully that'll help you. Okay. Hi, Tammy Brown. Okay, so I used my little foam stick. Now I'm going to use another one for the beak. I did not get out the orange, y'all. What is my problem? So hit the heart button for us. We are going to glue all of this together. Luis, what is this? I did the same. Microwave heat. There you go, Dana. See, we are on the same page. What are you using that with? Luis, what am I using this, good gravy, this little stick for? My little cutouts. When it's itty bitty. I don't know. It's just something new I'm trying. I feel like I have more control with the stick on the smaller pieces than I do one of those big sponge makeup. Oh, they're not big. The makeup sponges on a little bitty piece, if that makes sense. Yes, Kim, absolutely. Agreed, 100%. Okay, so this is all done. We're going to put our paste up. We're going to make room. There's Zach. Hi, Zach. Hi, Zach. How are you, Zach? Acrylic on super large areas, but I prime coat it with white acrylic before using the color I want. Yes, and you know what? My mom told me that same exact thing. She does the same exact thing. Okay, I like to put all my stuff away if I can, y'all, as I go, just for room sake. Okay, let's make sure all of this is dry. I think this is like your base. Okay, I realize that we probably need the glue gun for one of these pieces, like the back, the hanger. Okay, so we've got our beard. So this is our beard. Let me just make sure that this is dry. Yeah, so just comment Gnome. Hit the heart button for me. We so appreciate y'all. Okay, so because I am messy when I paint, I'm gonna grab this. Glue, watch where your nose goes. It doesn't line up for me. Okay, I will. I will, Deb. Okay, so there's that. I'm just getting all of my excess paste. So you're really not gonna see a whole lot of this, but let me just do this anyways. So this is Mr. Pen. This guy right here covers up all of my crazy painting. So I try to remember that's going to be attached to the nose, so that's not going to matter. I try to remember to do this when I'm painting. Like crazy? Like a crazy person? That's going to bump up against that. It just gives it like a clean line. I don't know. You don't have to do it. Okay, so that's going to be the chick. I don't need to worry about that because that's going to go there. We've got our flower. We've got the eyeballs. This is the part that may not be dry. All right, so we've got our nose. Let me just do this. You've got your hands, which you really won't see those. Well, you may see the outside. So let me just go over the edge here. Might as well. And do this one as well. Yes, Francis, you are so welcome. I hope you have fun making those. Okay, so there's that. Then you've got the brim of the hat, which is gonna, well, maybe the edges over here. So see what I'm doing, y'all? I'm just looking to see if there's gonna be parts of it that you're gonna see the outside. Typically, I don't really care, but I'm trying to be better. I know it's boring watching this, but if you like to paint and you might be a messy painter and go over the edge, this is one way to clean up your messy job. You just hide that paint, that one over the side. Okay, it's pretty awesome. I don't know, Vicki. Now, if y'all have previously hit unsubscribe in the messenger, that could be why. That's probably what it is. Because if you hit unsubscribe, that's telling the system, do not contact me again. So that is probably what it is, Vicki. All right. We've got the little toes there. And then we've got our egg, we've got our chick, and we have our flower middle. Done. Done. Okay, we're going to start, I think we're going to start at the bottom and work our way up. So let me grab my stick fast. Yes, exactly, Bambi. Yes. Third time I type all capitals and it worked. Yeah, so type Gnome in all caps. What Deb said. All right, hopefully I'm putting this together correctly. We're going to glue the little feet on. This is Stick Fast. This is also in our Amazon store. I have learned something about hot glue. Oops, I missed a spot. I'll have to go around the gnome to fix the edges. I feel like the hot glue expands. Anybody else? And sometimes makes your project not like stick the way you want it to stick. Does that make sense? I don't know. Do beard and hat first. Good grief, Deb. Well, I was wrong. Deb's a pro here. Apparently she got it. Okay, so my beard fits just fine. Okay, so there's that. And then there is that. What's up, Deb? What is it? Okay, so let's do the beard. You know what? I think our little friend needs a little bit of something. And what should we name our friend? Hold on. This beard right here has me wondering. I think he needs a little something. Oh no, Deb, are you serious? Did you tell Mr. Zach? Are you sure you didn't use the bunny feet? All right, so I'm just taking my Distress Oxide and I'm just kind of giving it an old man look. Just like so. Okay, Norman the gnome. I know, Carrie. Isn't it getting cuter? Okay, let me see what that does. Yes. Okay, I do like that. I like that a lot. So we're going to flip this over. And put them down. So, Kim, that is called like an ink blending brush. Those are on Amazon. Just comment the word gnome and it will send you the message. I recently started using them. I like them. I feel like I have more control over it. Okay, so let's do that. I'm not going to distress everything. So I don't want to make it look too old. But we may add our Posca markers and do it. Hey, Teresa Gray. All right, so the lines for the toes and the feet are scored. Oh, this is going to be really cute. I am so glad that I picked teal for the background of this guy. I love it. Thanks, Irene. I think it's super cute. No, didn't say anything, just made it sit on top of the beard. That's crazy. I don't know why, Deb. Okay, toes. Got the toes. It's like, what is that word? What is that game? Like stay in the lines. I don't know. I don't, there's not a game like that. Okay, so there is that guy. His feet. Okay, so I feel like Maybe we need to add a little bit of white up to the top. So I'm trying to keep these to where I may just have to use the gray one. All right, so I'm going to, I just want to add a little bit of the white Distress Oxide, or this is actually white pigment ink. That way we have a little bit of distress up top and a little bit on the bottom. So this blending brush just helps me kind of put it on there, blend it if you needed to. I just like the way the handle is. All right, done. Okay. Yes, Kim, you're gonna love it. Okay, so let's finish this out. So let's put that there. Line it up. Okay, this is what we have so far. Oh, look at that. So stinking cute. I just love it so much. Okay, so now we've got our little chicken. So what I need to do with the chick is put the eyes on and go over the little bitty eyeball in black. So we've got a beak and we've got the eyeballs. Okay. And these lines are scored as well, so you know where you're going. Better late than never in surgery. Center sweep for overnight. Oh no, did you really, Levon? Well, prayers for a speedy recovery. Okay, so there is that. Press and hold. Put his little hands on. Y'all, this is cute. You know, I find myself more and more loving to like paint some days and put something like this together. If I was a black marker, hold on. Oh Lord. Okay, I thought everything was going to come rolling down. All right, so let me do this. And this is just going over. Look. Okay, so this is just going to sit right here. Let's put it right about there. This is cute. Okay, and then you've got your little, what is this? Flower. Yeah, we'll put it right there. So cute. Right there. And then that way, our little greenery kind of hangs off a little bit. Adds character, right? Yes, it does help me relax for sure. Okay. Now we just need to glue this. I was thinking for a second. This is so cute. Okay. Let me put all this up and then we're going to add a hanger and then we'll be done, friends. Was that the stick fast glue? Yes, Melena, ma'am, it was. That is the famous stick fast glue. I am going to use just a little bit of you know what I need for this? One of Zach's hangers with this. All right, so I'm going to flip this over, hoping that it's dry. And I am going to, let's see here. I'm going to glue this piece on first. This I'll use. So I changed my mind on this. Let's put the half moons down first. Let's grab some twine. Let's cut it off. That goes in there. Let's put our twine through the hole. And let's marry it up and create a hanger. I thought about putting a hanger where the ears are, but I don't want that. Okay, so throw this away. Now we're going to glue this piece right on top. And it's going to allow our twine to kind of be free and allow us to like move it. Okay, so it created space. So like ultimately, if you needed to untie this or make it longer or whatever, you could. But that's how you can purchase the hanger on Etsy as well. Just type in hangers. Okay, so this is what we have. Let me scoot forward so I can show you. This is our little guy. Look how stinking cute he is. He's so cute. I love the teal in the background. So what do y'all think? Hit the heart button for us. And type in the word gnome. This is on Etsy. I think it turned out great. So y'all have a great, great, great night, and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.